My dear soul, the one who left is returning with a transformed heart. They are not the same person who walked away. Something inside them broke, and when it broke, it opened their eyes. They've been through storms. They've walked through lonely nights. They've prayed prayers they never thought they'd pray, and in those quiet moments, when no one else could hear, they whispered your name. Time has changed them, not just on the outside, but deep within. They've been humbled by time, awakened by love, and guided back to you, not by accident, but by divine mercy, by heavenly orchestration. This return was not rushed, it was planned, it was purified. They were shown their mistakes, they were shown your worth, they were shown how they broke something sacred, and this time, they're coming with honor, not ego, not pride. They're coming with truth, with clarity, with a quiet reverence. This time, they will speak with truth, not half words, not empty promises. They will speak with honesty, even about the parts they once hid. They'll tell you where they went wrong. They'll tell you what they learned, because they did learn. They learned that real love doesn't just disappear, it waits, it matures. They learned that hearts like yours don't come twice, that soft love is rare, and they felt the pain of losing it. Your silence taught them, your strength shook them, your absence became their mirror. They couldn't run forever, not from the truth, not from destiny. Love followed them, grace covered them. Heaven whispered your name until they listened, and now they are returning, not to waste your time, but to redeem the time. They are coming back with depth, with gentleness, with prayers in their heart. They won't take you for granted again. They can't. They've tasted the emptiness without you. You were not just a person. You were home. You were at peace, and they had to lose you to understand what God gave them. Your patience has not been in vain. Your tears have not gone unnoticed. Your long nights of wondering were seen by heaven. God was working while you were waiting, healing while you were hurting, rebuilding while you were breaking. Now, restoration is here. This is your season. This is your moment. Let your heart breathe again. Let the walls fall. Let love try again, if it feels safe. This return is sacred. It's not a rerun. It's a resurrection. The version of them you loved is gone. A better one is coming home. If this message reaches you, like the video, comment, "I welcome divine restoration." And don't forget to subscribe, because this isn't just a reunion, it's a miracle. It's a promise fulfilled. It's divine timing at its peak. You don't have to force it. You don't have to beg for it. You just have to receive it. Heaven has written this into your story. Angels have protected the journey, and now the door is opening, slowly, gently, with light on the other side. Let your heart remember that it's still worthy of being loved, right? You didn't wait in vain. You waited with grace. And grace is now being returned to you. They've grown, they've changed, they've prayed, and they're ready. Not perfect, but present. Not rushing, but reverent. They want to know you again. Not just the parts they used to know, but the strength you became in their absence. They're ready to listen, ready to learn, ready to hold you with gentler hands. Because now they see you, the real you, the divine you, the one who never stopped loving even when it hurt. You are the answered prayer they forgot they prayed. You are the home they've missed. You are the miracle they thought they lost forever. But love doesn't expire. It transforms, and it returns stronger. This is that return, that holy one, the one ordained by time and pain and purpose. Trust the process. Trust the peace. Trust the God who brought you both this far. This time, it won't break you. This time, it will build you. This time, it will bless you, not just with affection, but with alignment, not just with words, but with actions that heal, not just with memories, but with a future that feels like a reward. You waited, You wept. You whispered prayers under your breath. And now heaven answers. They're coming. And they're not coming empty. They're coming full of lessons, full of love, full of longing to honor what they once didn't understand. You won't need to beg for their love. You'll feel it in how they show up, in how they stay, in how they listen, in how they carry your heart with both hands. This is your restoration, your reward, your divine release from delay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel scared, but don't run. Not from this. Not this time. You've earned this love, not by performance, but by posture, by how you stayed soft when life was hard, by how you trusted when all felt lost, by how you let God lead when you didn't understand. Now you're being led back to joy, back to connection, back to what was never really lost, just transformed. Let it in. Let them in, and let yourself believe again. This isn't a weakness, it's wisdom. To love again with eyes wide open, to accept what has changed, and still hold space for what remains. If this message is for you, like this video, comment, "I welcome divine restoration." Subscribe so you don't miss your next confirmation, and breathe, because the story isn't over. The chapter is just beginning. A chapter called Homecoming. A chapter where peace replaces questions. A chapter where two hearts find their rhythm again. You didn't lose them. God was still working, even when the silence was loud. Even when you cried into your pillow. Even when you said, maybe this is the end. Heaven said, no, it's not over. God was rewriting, not erasing, not abandoning, but I'm preparing. They were being softened. You were being strengthened. And grace was being woven in secret. This is the chapter where the light returns, where broken things are no longer broken, where time didn't destroy, it developed, where distance didn't kill, it clarified. This is your healing, not in words alone, but in what returns to you better. They are coming back, but they are not who they were, and neither are you. You both had to grow. You both had to feel the pain. You both had to ask, why did this happen? But now you'll understand. This is not the same story. It's a new one with familiar names, familiar hearts, but different deep heath. You prayed for peace. Now it's walking through your door. You prayed for clarity. Now it's speaking your name. You didn't waste your time waiting. You built your strength. You stayed soft in a hard world. You loved even when it hurt. And heaven noticed. Now your reward is here. Not a trophy, not a medal, but a person, a soul that once left, but returns with lessons, with humility, with the willingness to do it right. Let love return. Let healing speak. Let the next part of your story be written with joy, because your patience was not in vain. Your hope didn't lie to you. Your heart wasn't foolish. It was faithful. It was brave. It was led by God. You endured the silence. Now comes the sound of footsteps, not leaving, but returning. The door that once closed is opening again, not by force, but by timing, divine timing. They see it now. What you always saw, what you held onto, what you refused to give up on. You loved them through the distance. Now they'll love you through presence. They thought they could replace what you gave. They couldn't. No one else touched their soul like you. No one else held them like prayer. They had to go to realize it. They had to search to see it. They had to break to be built again. But now, they're ready, and you're ready. For the reunion heaven wrote, this is a season of restoration, of God, saying, I heard your cry, of angels rejoicing, because something sacred is returning. Your heart is safe now, not because nothing will go wrong, but because God is guarding it this time. What left in confusion is coming back in clarity. What walked away unsure is returning certain. You won't have to convince them. You won't have to explain your tears. They've cried too. They've missed you too. Their silence wasn't lack of love. It was spiritual warfare. It was inner healing. It was divine interruption. Now comes divine reunion. The kind that humbles pride, that silences doubt, that stirs joy you thought you'd never feel again. They're not rushing in. They're walking in with intention, with the weight of understanding, with the light of redemption. This is the chapter of answered prayers, of fulfilled promises, of finally saying it was worth the wait. There's no more pretending, no more guessing. This is clear, this is real, this is God's doing. So breathe. You don't have to brace yourself anymore. You don't have to be strong alone. Now you'll be held by someone who finally gets it, held by someone who finally sees you, not for your outer glow, but for the soul you've always had. You were never forgotten, just hidden until the right moment. And that moment is here, now, in this chapter called Homecoming, where the prodigal returns, where the forgiver is honored, where the gap is closed, and the bond is renewed. You didn't imagine it. You discerned it. You didn't force it. You trusted it. You didn't chase it. You aligned with it. That's why it's coming back to you. Because you didn't let the waiting ruin you. You let it refine you. You let it shape you. And now, heaven says, well done. Because in the season of silence, you still believed. You still prayed. You still loved me. And now, the fruit of that love is coming back. In a voice that trembles with truth. In eyes that see you clearly. Not as an option, but as the one. The one that never left their spirit, even when their body did. The one God kept highlighting in their dreams. The one that made their heart ache in stillness. The one they couldn't forget. Because some love isn't finished. It just pauses for growth. It just waits for divine green lights. And now, heaven has turned them all on. They're on their way. Guided by grace. Fueled by love. Drawn by your spirit. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where God wanted you. Ready for what is about to unfold. For what is about to return. For who is about to say, I never stopped loving you. And they will mean it. You will feel it. Not just in their words, but in their presence. No more hiding. No more fear. No more delay. This is the moment. This is the miracle. This is the meeting of hearts that never gave up, of prayers that never stopped rising, of love that heaven protected. So let it in. Let them speak. Let them show you they've changed. And let yourself believe again. Because what God restores, He also strengthens. This will not break again. This will not be lost again. This will not be wasted again. This will grow. This will heal. This will shine. And you will be held in the way you've always deserved. Not halfway, not in silence, but in full truth. They are ready, because you were ready first. You paved the way with your love. You kept the space open. You didn't shut the door. Even when your heart was hurting, you didn't harden. You didn't turn bitter. You stayed soft. You stayed faithful. And heaven noticed. God saw how you waited, not just with time, but with trust, with tears, with hope that wouldn't die. Others gave up. You did not. Others mocked. You prayed. Others said it was foolish. You said it was faith. And now, your faith is returning with form. Your prayers are walking toward you, not as ideas, not as memories, but as living promises. You waited for someone to see you, truly see you, and now they will. Now they do. The delay was not a denial, it was divine, a holy pause, a sacred holding place. God was still writing the ending, and now He's lifting the curtain, He's turning the page. You'll feel it, not in your mind, but in your soul. The restlessness will end, the ache will calm, because what your heart was waiting for will finally arrive, and they'll come gently, not rushing in, but arriving like rain that touches everything without a sound. You won't have to perform, you won't have to prove, You'll just get to be, and that will be enough. This time, you won't have to ask. This time, they'll meet your energy. No more reaching alone. No more waiting without an answer. They'll speak when you're silent. They'll hold when you tremble. And when your walls rise, they'll wait because they'll understand. Why did you build them in the first place? But even more, they'll love you through them until you feel safe again, until you believe in love again. This is not just romance. This is restoration. This is holy. This is healing. Because you didn't just want a person. You wanted peace. You wanted purpose. You wanted someone who would pray with you, not play with you. Someone who sees your spirit before your body. Someone who honors your past but loves your now. And heaven heard that. Heaven heard every tear, every whisper in the dark, every night you almost gave up. And now, heaven is responding, not with a maybe, but with a yes. Not with a substitute, but with your match, the one who mirrors the growth, the one who carries the same fire. You'll recognize them by the peace they bring, not by the butterflies, but by the stillness. The stillness that says, I don't have to run anymore. I don't have to hide anymore. I'm finally home, because this chapter is called Homecoming. Not just for them, but for you. You get to return to the softness you buried, to the joy you forgot, to the love you almost lost hope for. And it won't be rushed. It won't be chaotic. It will be right. It will be ready, because God is the author, and He doesn't miss a word. He didn't forget your requests. He didn't overlook your heart. He's been orchestrating, aligning, healing you both separately, so you could be whole together. And now, the two timelines are merging. The waiting is becoming witnessing. The prayers are becoming a presence. You won't need to beg for attention. You won't feel like an option. You'll feel chosen, because you are. This love won't confuse you. It will comfort you. It won't drain you. It will build you. And when doubt tries to creep in, they'll stay. They'll remind you. I'm not leaving, because love stays. Even when it's tested. Even when it's hard. And this love was born through fire, forged through waiting, refined through tears. This is not convenient. This is a covenant. You both were prepared. You both had to lose something to gain something better. You both had to break to love this deeply, to appreciate this fiercely. So don't fear the pace. It may start soft, but it will grow strong. It will have roots. Roots built in faith. Roots built in surrender. And when storms come, you won't shake, because the foundation will be divine. It will be more than emotion. It will be an assignment, more than desire. It will be designed. They're not coming to complete you. You're already whole. But together, you'll be powerful. Two healed hearts, one divine union, and the world will see what heaven put together. This love won't ask you to shrink. It will stretch with you. It will rise with you. It will walk beside you. And when you're tired, they'll hold space. When you're celebrating, they'll rejoice loudly. Because this love is not afraid of your light. It's drawn to it. It doesn't compete. It complements me, and you'll feel safe. Safe in your skin. Safe in your spirit. Safe to grow again. Because for once, you won't be walking alone. And not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually. Your soul has been waiting. Your heart has been hoping. Your spirit has been whispering. It's time. And God agrees. It's time. Time to receive. Time to rest. Time to be loved. No more questions. No more wondering if you're too much or not. Enough. They'll see your depth and dive in. They'll see your layers and love everyone. And when fear rises, they'll remind you, you're safe here. You're seen here. You're sacred here. Because this time, you're not chasing. You're receiving. You're not pleading. You're aligning. And it's not just any love. It's divine love, heaven-made, spirit-led, the kind that brings clarity, the kind that holds steady, the kind that doesn't need fixing because it was built on truth. So breathe in this moment. Let the past go. Let the doubts fall. God is not playing games with your heart. He's never been the kind to tease you. He doesn't stir your spirit for nothing. He doesn't give you signs for fun. Every nudge you felt, every whisper you heard, every pull in your soul, it all meant something. He's answering. Not with noise, not with confusion, but with clarity, with peace, with the kind of silence that holds power. He's moving. You may not see the steps yet, but heaven is walking toward you, slowly, surely, faithfully. He's redeeming every lost hope, every broken promise, every delay that made you cry in private. Every night you said, "God, do you even see me?" Yes, he saw you, and he still sees you, with eyes full of mercy, with a heart full of plans. And this moment, this quiet unfolding, this pause in your day where you feel something deeper stirring, this is just the beginning. Stay soft. Don't let the world harden you. Don't let past disappointments build a wall. Keep your soul tender. Keep your love pure. Keep your hope alive. Stay open. Don't shut the door just because it hurt before. Don't stop believing because they didn't show up. Don't give up on love just because someone mishandled it. Open your heart again. Open your hands. Open your spirit. Because something is being placed in your life. Stay ready, not in panic, not in fear, but in peace, in faith, in quiet expectation. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to chase anything. You just need to stay positioned because your homecoming has already started. In the spirit, it's already unfolding. In the divine realm, it's already written. In the heart of God, it's already approved. You are being brought back to what you were always meant for, to who you were meant to meet, to the version of yourself that love can recognize. The reunion is set. The appointment has been made. Heaven has already placed the time. The angels are aligning everything. Not 1 second will be late. Not one piece will be missing. Nothing that belongs to you will be lost. The time is now, not tomorrow, not years from now. Now, because you are ready, because they are ready, because God is ready. And when he says go, no one can stop it. Love is arriving, not like a storm, but like sunlight after a long winter. Not to test you, but to rest with you. Not to confuse you, but to cover you. And this time, it's not leaving. It won't ghost you. It won't second guess you. It won't make you feel like too much. It won't walk away when things get hard. Because this love is grown. This love is deep. This love is chosen. You waited for something real, and now reality is on its way. You held out for something true, and now the truth is knocking. No more halfway hearts, no more connections, no more love that breaks more than it builds. This time, it will build. It will cover it. I will understand. It will stay, because you've changed. You've healed. You've grown into someone who can receive this. And they've grown too. They've been shaped by their own wilderness. They've been softened by their own storms. They've cried their way into clarity. And when they see you, truly see you, it will feel like home. Your presence will bring peace to them. Your voice will be familiar to them. Not because you've met before in the flesh, but because your souls already know each other. There are no words for that kind of knowledge. There is just the silence of recognition, the calm of coming home, the warmth of no longer searching. God is not sending you someone to fix you. He's sending someone who's been fixed too. Someone who knows what it costs to wait. Someone who's fought through their own doubts. Someone who prayed the same prayers, cried the same tears. I had the same hope. This love is a mirror. It will reflect the healing you've done. It will show you how far you've come. It will remind you that God never forgot. He remembered every whispered prayer, every lonely night, every time you showed love when it wasn't returned, every seed you planted in faith. And now, the harvest is here, not in the way you thought, but in the way you needed, because God gives perfect gifts in perfect timing. Let your heart open to it. Let your soul rise to meet it. Let your hands receive it. Let your spirit say yes. Don't look back in fear. Don't measure this by the past. This is not what you lost. This is what was reserved, set apart, sanctified, covered, protected. God didn't delay to punish you. He delayed preparing it, to mature, to align it, because this kind of love needs strength. This kind of love needs clarity. This kind of love needs surrender, and you've surrendered. You've let go. You've healed the wounds. You've forgiven the old. You've made space for the new. And now, the news is here. In quiet ways. In soft confirmations. In eyes that don't lie. In presence that doesn't leave. This love will not demand a performance. It will not ask you to shrink. It will not confuse your worth. It will hold you with reverence. It will honor what you've carried. Because this love sees not just the surface, not just the image, but the soul, the story, the strength behind your smile. And they will come not with empty words, but with action, with effort, with prayer, with purpose. You won't have to beg. You won't have to chase. You won't have to ask. You will just know, because God is in it, because peace is in it, because growth is in it, because heaven has blessed it. Don't fear what's coming. Don't doubt what you feel. Just keep walking, keep healing, keep expecting, because your story is unfolding, because your homecoming has begun, because love is on its way, and this time, it's not leaving, it's staying, it's growing, it's becoming, it's a blessing. You are not forgotten. You are not passed over. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are right on time. You are deeply loved. You are fully seen. You are being chosen. So breathe, smile, rest, and receive. The promise is real. The season has shifted. Your heart has been heard, and God is not playing games with it. He's answering. He's moving. He's redeeming. And this is just the beginning. The reunion is already in motion. The love has already awakened, and heaven is still writing. So stay soft, stay open, stay ready, because love is arriving. And this time, it's not leaving. You waited, you cried, you held on. When no one believed, you still did. When others walked away, you stayed planted. You kept the light on. You kept praying. You kept believing, and heaven saw it. Heaven recorded every tear. Heaven watched you choose love over bitterness. You were being shaped, formed, prepared, not for ordinary love, not for temporary affection, but for sacred connection. One that won't play with your heart. One that won't waste your time. One that won't break you, then beg for pieces. This is the love that God authored, that God timed, that God protected. Even when you didn't see it, you thought you were being ignored. You thought maybe God forgot, but no, He was just setting the stage. He was hiding you from the wrong ones, from the distractions, from the damage, because the love He chose for you could not enter through chaos. It had to arrive through peace, not rushed, not broken, not confused, but calm, aligned, ready. The world told you to give up. People said you were too much or not enough, but God said, you are perfect for the one I've chosen. You didn't fit in because your fit was sacred. Your love was never meant to be wasted. It was meant to be received, to be honored, to be matched. And now that match is coming. They're walking toward you, led by God, prepared by grace. They're dreaming of you, praying for you, searching for you in the quiet. Their soul already knows you, even if their eyes have not met yours yet. they've been tested too. They've been broken. They've been rebuilt, just like you. And now, your journeys are merging. Your healing is becoming one. Your destinies are aligning. Heaven has whispered your name to them. Heaven has shown them visions. Heaven has stirred their heart every time they tried to settle for something less. Because your name is written in their spirit. Your love is etched into their assignment. You are not just someone to love. You are someone to build with, to pray with, to grow with, to journey with. And they see it now. They feel it now. They're ready now, not just to show up, but to stay. This is not love that visits. This is love that dwells. They won't run when things get hard. They won't hide when you show your truth. They will listen. They will cover you. They will speak life into every part of you that once knew silence. They will see your scars and not flinch. They will hear your past and not judge. They will walk with you through every valley and celebrate you on every mountain. Because they were made for this, for you, for now. It's not too late. You haven't missed it. You're not behind. God is not rushed. God is not panicked. God is perfect, and His timing is unfolding, right on schedule. You're stepping into a season where what you carried in silence will be honored in public, where what you nurtured in prayer will blossom in reality, where what you gave without being asked will return to you multiplied. This is the kind of love that rewrites pain, that rewires patterns, that rebuilds belief. You thought your heart was done. You thought you'd never trust again. You thought it was too far gone. But no, your heart was just waiting for something real, something holy, something heaven approved. And now, that something is becoming someone, and that someone is becoming your answered prayer. You won't have to beg. You won't have to chase. You won't have to lose yourself just to be loved. Because this time, it will be mutual, it will be clear, it will be kind. No more confusion, no more almost, no more waiting rooms that never calls your name. This time, you're being called forward, called into love, called home, and they will feel like home. Not because they are perfect, but because they are purposeful. Your souls will speak before your mouths do. Your hearts will lean before your minds can process. Because God is not just writing a love story, He is completing one. And every delay I had a purpose. Every tear watering the promise. Every silence built the foundation. You are not too broken to be loved. You are too chosen to be mishandled. You are not forgotten. You are protected. You are not behind. You are aligned. And now it's time. Let your heart hope again. Let your faith rise again. Let your love breathe again. They're coming, led by grace, built by fire, made for you. They're not coming to confuse you. They're coming to confirm you, not to drain you, to pour into you, not to fix you, to join you. This is not a fairy tale. This is a fulfillment. This is not luck. This is divine alignment. So keep your heart soft. Keep your spirit open. Keep your posture ready, because when they arrive, it won't be chaos. It will be calm. It won't feel rushed. It will feel right. It won't be fireworks. It will be a flame that never burns out, because it's not starting with feelings. It's starting with purpose. You'll know it's them, because you'll stop questioning if you're enough. You'll stop hiding. You'll stop shrinking. You'll stop settling, because they'll love the you. You don't show it to others. They'll speak life to the version of you that you thought no one could handle, and you'll breathe deeper, laugh louder, rest easier, because your heart will. Finally, exhale. This is not just love. This is home, and it's closer than you think. So keep watching, keep waiting, but not in fear, in peace, because love is arriving. And this time, it's not leaving. This time, it's staying. This time, it's real. This time, it's God sent. And when it comes, you'll understand. Why did it take so long? You'll thank God for every closed door, every no, every silence. Because this, yes, will feel like healing. This love will feel like coming home. And this home, it's where your heart was always meant to rest. They're already on the way. You're already being prepared. God is already moving. So stay ready, stay soft, stay open, because love is arriving. And this time, it's not leaving. It's just beginning. You've waited long. You've cried silently. You've watched others find what you prayed for. But now it's your turn. Heaven heard you. All those nights you questioned were not wasted. God saw the longing behind your strength. He saw the smile you gave even when your heart was heavy. He counted the tears you wiped away alone. And he whispered, soon. Not because you weren't worthy then, but because the timing had to be right. The foundation had to be sacred. This love will not confuse you. It will not use you. It will not come to test you. It will come to stay. And the one who's coming? They've been growing too. They've been praying too. They've been asking God for clarity, for peace, for you. They don't know your name yet, but your spirit is already known to them. You've appeared in their dreams, in silent visions, in quiet thoughts they can't explain. And they've been searching, not in desperation, but in faith. The way you've kept believing. It shook heaven. It moved something in the spirit. You could have closed your heart, but you kept it soft. You could have hardened, but you kept it open. You stayed faithful, even when you had no proof that it would be returned. And that's why heaven honors you now, because your faith wasn't for show, it was real. This love will come, with peace, with truth, with clarity. You won't have to guess, you won't have to chase, you won't have to shrink. You will be seen, you will be chosen, you will be loved, fully, deeply, sacredly. Because what's coming is not ordinary, it's divine. You've cried over old love. You've begged God for understanding. You've walked away from what almost broke you, and God was watching. Not from a distance, but from beside you. He never left your side, even when others did, even when you felt invisible. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. This season is not about being almost loved. It's about being fully received. And the person coming? They won't be scared of your depth. They won't flinch at your honesty. They'll lean in. They'll hold steady. They'll listen closely, because they've also walked through the fire. They've also been refined. And now you are ready for each other. This isn't just romance. It's redemption. It's the story where everything lost gets returned, but better, healed, transformed. So don't lose hope now. Not now. Not when the table is being set. Not when the door is about to open. Because I promise you, this is not another false start. This is not another test. This is the arrival of a love that understands you, see you, choose you, even when you're quiet, even when you're unsure, even when you feel unlovable. They'll remind you you are more than enough, and you won't have to explain why you've had to be strong. They'll just hold space for the soft in you. They'll love the warrior, but also the child. They'll love the glow, but also the scars. And you'll realize God didn't forget. He was saving the best for last, because this love is not arriving late. It's arriving right on time. Not rushed, not forced, but divinely timed. You are not being punished. You are being trusted with a love that's pure, a love that's rare, a love that speaks the language of your soul. You won't be confused this time. You'll be sure. You'll be steady, because they won't come to take. They'll come to build, to pray with you, to walk with you, to dream with you. And your past? It won't scare them. It'll make them honor you more, because they'll see the strength it took to stay soft. In a world that tried to harden you, you've grown in silence. Now it's time to be seen, You've healed in private. Now it's time to be held. This love will not be loud, but it will be true. And truth doesn't have to shout to be heard. Truth just shows up and stays. So if you feel tired, if you feel like giving up, hold on, you're almost there. The prayers are colliding, the souls are aligning. And heaven is cheering you on. Because when you meet, the world will shift. You'll both remember the silence before the sound, the waiting before the wonder, and it will all make sense. Why it took time, why did it have to be them, why it had to be now. So breathe, rest your heart. You're not being passed over, you're being written into something holy. You are being prepared for a love that will speak life into you, and you'll know it's them because peace will cover you like never before. Their presence will feel like prayer, like purpose, like peace. This is not a fantasy. This is not just a dream. This is God's hand, gently placing what you've always needed right into your life. So stay open, stay soft, stay expectant, because what's coming is worth the wait. And when you finally see their face, you'll understand. You'll remember. This is what love was always meant to feel like. Safe, sacred, steady. And this time, it's not leaving. It's only just beginning.